This is CBY, Christian Broadcasting of Yakima, your local Christian television station, bringing to our valley quality Christian programming for more than 40 years.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for Good News in the Valley, your local Christian news magazine. First, learn how you can help support Life Choices of Yakima through their annual fundraising event, A Night for Life. So stay tuned for the details. Then you'll be touched by this nurse's story in regards to the abortion pill reversal. Next, we have some information about a Women's Focus Conference that is coming to the Sela Civic Center next month. And finally, we'll close with a Why You Should Vote video. Now, Life Choices of Yakima presents A Night for Life on October 7th at the Yakima Convention Center with a special guest speaker. Here's Executive Director Jody J. Babcock and the Family Support Services Director Melissa Holmes to share the details.
Hello friends, I'm Jody J., the Executive Director of Life Choices Clinic and Care Center.
And I'm Melissa, the Family Support Services Director.
Life Choices is a Christ-centered, pro-abundant life clinic and care center serving the Yakima Valley and beyond.
It has been quite a year for people who believe in the sanctity of human life for all.
People who believe that all life is sacred from conception to natural death. Perhaps my faith is small, but I really couldn't imagine a day without Roe versus Wade. And yet, today, abortion rights are under the jurisdiction of the individual state.
Nothing radical has happened in Washington state yet. In fact, our services are needed now more than ever as women from other states turn to our state when facing pregnancy decisions.
Of course, we rejoice that unborn babies are valued and recognized by the law in more than half of the states. Now, pregnancy centers, maternity homes, adoption agencies, churches, and other life-affirming support agencies have greater opportunities to serve pregnant women in crisis. Life Choices is still here, providing compassion, hope, and help, along with encouragement that choosing life is possible. And we are exploring even more ways to expand our support to women and men who need our help.
An honor and a privilege. That's the only way I can think to describe the work we do at Life Choices. Walking alongside these incredibly brave women facing unplanned pregnancies, two quotes immediately come to mind. First, there's no such thing as an unplanned pregnancy to God. And second, it's more than saving a baby. It's about raising a child. This perfect and precious little baby's mama came to Life Choices scared, alone, and needing information. With love and compassion, we shared all of her options with her. This mama was planning to make an adoption plan, but as time passed, as our conversations continued, and as she found herself getting planted in a church community, she started to question her decision. She was so certain and so conflicted. Well, on the morning of Mama's birthday, her beautiful little girl was born. Mama instantly fell in love and decided that although it would be scary and hard, she would parent this baby. She texted me letting me know she'd like me to visit. I reminded her how amazing and strong she is, offered continued support and encouragement, and asked how we at Life Choices could continue to help her. And this is where our friends of Life Choices partners come in. We don't support these families alone. It's because of the generosity of our community that we're able to offer parenting classes, baby supplies, mentoring, and so much more. So thank you, friends of Life Choices. Thank you for standing with us for life.
Yes, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Well, there's a stereotype about deadbeat dads, you know, those men who aren't willing to take responsibility for their children. One young man, we'll call him Luis, completely broke that stereotype. When his girlfriend, who we'll call her Jenica, found out that she was pregnant, She seriously considered abortion. She didn't want to be connected to Luis by their baby for the rest of their lives. Luis stepped up quickly and promised Jenica that he would support her through her pregnancy and beyond. He cared about their baby and would be there. At first, Jenica was suspicious that Luis only wanted to get back together. After a serious conversation, they agreed that they would not get back together, but they would work together to provide the best life for their baby. It was at that point that Jenica chose life. Jenica and Luis took parenting classes separately. She learned about pregnancy and early parenting. He learned about early parenting and fatherhood. Their relationship improved, and they took classes about co-parenting together. At first, Luis and Jenica shopped in the baby boutique separately. Luis would often ask for advice about his purchases. When they found out that they were having a baby girl, they often pooled together their boutique bucks to purchase equipment. Luis was dedicated and furnished his apartment with the items his baby girl needed. Today, Jenica and Luis are doing a good job at co-parenting. Their baby is healthy and happy with two parents who love her very much. Without the support of Life Choices, this story may have had a very different ending. But Life Choices was there, and a young woman received the compassion, hope, and help she needed to choose life for her precious baby.
At Life Choices, our motivation is to meet the practical need of every woman to be loved and supported in her pregnancy.
Our joy is helping her, and our reward is fulfilling God's call to love her through her valley of decision.
Life Choices is a team of paid and volunteer staff members, donors, and prayer partners who provide compassionate services at no cost to our clients. Our community has surrounded our ministry with such generosity.
So I'm excited to invite you to A Night for Life on Friday, October 7th at the Yakima Convention Center. We will celebrate the amazing things God has done and extend an opportunity to give financially to Life Choices.
And you won't want to miss our guest, Sherry Rigby. Actress, director, producer, and inspirational speaker, Sherry is passionate about her faith and family. Her most recent leading role is in the movie Overcomer, released in August 2019. She portrayed the birth mom in the life-affirming classic movie October Baby, and she has her own powerful story about finding God's grace and healing after abortion.
Tickets are $30 per person or $300 for a table of 10. For more information or to register, please go to www.lifechoices.events. You can also call at 509-248-2273.
A Night for Life will be a wonderful evening of faith and fun, celebration and inspiration.
Join the team that makes Life Choices Ministry possible in the Yakima Valley. We can't wait to see you there.
Next is Renee, an LPN who's also part of the Life Choices team. She'll be sharing a few testimonies of lives saved by the abortion pill reversal.
So the abortion pill reversal, it started in Yakima in 2019. Since then, we've had 2 wonderful women who have successfully delivered their babies, even though they started that first pill. I can tell you one thing about these mothers. They're strong. They're stronger than they know. And I'm really grateful that God gave us the challenge to honor Him by honoring them. When they come in, we start them on the reversal, which is progesterone. Progesterone has been used by our medical professionals for decades for high-risk pregnancies, like possible miscarriage. One of the gals didn't have a whole lot of resources. She didn't have a job, didn't have a place to live, but she knew that after she took that first pill, that there was a lot of regret. And so she found us. She found us on a Google search. So I'm so thankful that our young people are really resourceful. She made her appointment. She met our team. And every week she would come in and we would do an ultrasound and we would make sure that her baby still had a beautiful heartbeat. She got pictures every week of that ultrasound. And she was bonding immediately. It helps to have that ultrasound. It really tells the story. Even though it's black and white, there's no doubt about it. When you see that heartbeat, it just brings joy and relief that this reversal is going to work. She is in a far better place. She has a job. She loves being a mother. Our second case, she came in to us. She reached out through friends. So through her associations, she came in. Such regret, just the tears coming down. We went through the process with her. By the end of the first appointment, when she saw that baby's heartbeat, that was it. She was all, whatever she had to do, even if it was to come in every week, she would do it because she wanted that baby. And she has delivered also, and that child is beautiful. It's very rewarding to know that with God's help and our team, Life Choices has prayed for ways to serve our community. And we're all about life, the abundant life. And it's just a joy to be a part of that. Our goal with the abortion pill reversal is to carry these mothers until they get the OB care. Usually that starts in the second trimester. From there on, we serve as support and resources. We follow them through their pregnancy. We have resources, the baby boutique. And really, we want to see that baby. We want to see the fruit of her labor and our labor, and it's just a joy to celebrate that life. The nice thing about abortion pill rescue is that it's 67% successful. So there is still a chance that all our efforts might not work, but 67% success rate, they're willing to try.
To date, Life Choices has served 4 clients with the abortion pill reversal. Praise God. Now coming in October is Focus, a women's conference. This is a great opportunity for women to gather, fellowship, worship, and truly focus on Jesus. Here are 2 of the speakers, Tina Wanamaker and Renee White, to provide more information about this upcoming event.
Hi, I'm Tina Wanamaker.
I'm Renee White.
And we are here today to talk with you about the Focus Women's Conference that will be coming up here in Selah, Washington. It's going to be October 15th, which is a Saturday. It'll be 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to have speakers, we're going to have lunch, and we're going to have a good time of fellowship, and we'll also have a wonderful time of worship. Our goal in this conference is to focus on Jesus. And so what that means is that we're going to pay attention to Jesus. and we're going to have ears to hear what he wants to speak to us. We're going to sit at his feet, and we're going to allow him room to minister in the way that he desires to do that. And praise the Lord, there is no cost for this event. We're really excited about that, that the Lord has provided already in advance. And so that's really great.
Yes.
One of the things that we wanted to share with you was a little bit about the speakers and also about our goal in that, which we talked about, focusing on Christ. But the verse that we're focusing on, that we're paying attention to at this conference, is Hebrews 12:2, with the idea of looking unto Jesus. Renee is one of our speakers. And can you share a little bit about how the Lord's led you?
Yes, so I'm really excited. When you first asked me to be a speaker, you know, the first thing that I noticed, of course, was that the name was Focus. And because I know you, then I know that we're going to be focusing on Jesus. And so I thought, okay, you know, what do we want to share with women about focusing on Christ? And what that means to me is to really focus on truth.
Yes, right.
And the only way that we can have a really clear picture of truth is to have a clear picture of reality from beginning to end. That's how we would understand truth. But we can't do that.
Right.
We don't have that picture from beginning to end. So we need to trust someone who does. And obviously, we know that's Jesus.
Yes.
And so, you know, I'm just really excited about helping women to get really real about where we're at. Because if we're going to walk in God's truth, then we need to first own where we're at and where we are spiritually, where we are, you know, physically, where we are emotionally. And so this is going to be a time where we're going to be able to come together and get really, really real, and it's going to be really, really good.
Yes, it will be. One of the things that I'm so excited about is the speakers that we have. So I'll be sharing, Renee's sharing. We also have Christy Bailey, who is a chaplain in our local jail. She also ministers down at the Union Gospel Mission. And then we have Jenny Elwood, who is an author and getting into speaking as well. And all of these women, one of the things I'm so excited about is that all of these women are so real and honest and transparent. And in that, we all know that we have stuff, that we're humans.
Yes.
That we experience humanness.
Human struggles.
Right.
Yep.
And so in the midst of that and being real, I love what you said about that, about walking in that place of honesty.
That's right where Jesus wants to meet us. He wants to meet us in that reality of where we're actually at, and then that is where he wants to begin a work in us right now.
Right.
You know.
And if we can't get honest, he can't meet us in that place.
Right.
And so that's one of the ideas behind this is it feels like, you know, a lot of women have been carrying weight, burdens. We've seen that as
a lot
we've
of
ministered.
struggling. Yes.
Yeah, right. And it's time to lay those things down.
Yeah.
It's time to surrender them to Jesus.
Yes.
To let them be what they are, to uncover that stuff.
Yes.
And to simply bring it to the cross.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, we don't have to know what to do with it.
Right.
Because we know who
does.
Right.
Yes, and so many of us are carrying burdens that God never intended for us to carry. And so it's time to be able to really get real about where we're at there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I'm really looking forward.
I am too.
To what the Lord's going to do.
Yeah.
And as of now, we have women that are coming from all kinds of different areas. So we have some women from Wenatchee, we've got Chelan, Seattle, a lot of different areas is what we're looking at.
Invite your women, you know, invite mom, grandma, don't forget grandma, you know, nieces. But yeah, invite your women, you know, everybody that you can think of, friends, might be coworkers, you know, whoever, because we all know that in this world we all have trouble. And so we really need a place where we can kind of come together and so that God can begin a new work in us.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you mentioned kind of an age range. And so
Yes.
we're looking at anywhere from 13 to 120. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Yes.
my girls will be joining us, and they're 13 and 15, and some of their friends are coming as well.
It'll be great to have teens there.
Yes, it will
Yeah.
be. Right.
And did you mention their lunches provided? Okay.
Yes,
so
lunch is provided.
Lunch is provided.
Which is great.
I would imagine if you have your own stuff, that you need to eat, just go ahead and bring it, but maybe have somewhere to keep it into a little cooler. I don't know if we'll have
We
a
do
place.
have a refrigerator
Okay.
space there.
So if you have a special diet or
And
okay.
again, it's at the Sela Civic Center, and so that is available if you need to bring your own lunch for any reason.
Yeah.
We do have this space for that there.
Okay.
What we're providing is sandwiches, and so if you want something different, there are other options around for lunch in the Sela area.
Did you say the time yet? Did we mention that? Okay, so we got that.
But registration. So how to register. If you want to come to the conference, you can go on to Facebook and you're going to search for Focus Women's Conference event. And once you get onto that, just click going and we'll mark you down on our list.
Okay, great.
If you don't have Facebook, that's okay. You can reach out to us. I actually had a lady, we have some flyers that are around, and a lady at a coffee shop called me and said, there's a lady here interested. What do you want me to do? I said, give her my phone number.
Yep.
And actually, if you wanted to, you could find me on my website, which is tinawanamaker.com. And you can go on there and you can email me that you're coming and let us know how many you're bringing with you so we can kind of plan for lunch in regards to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and resource table.
Oh, yes. So some of the speakers there are authors. So I know I'm an author, Jennifer Eldwood, correct? She's an author, a couple others. Tina's obviously an author. So we'll all have our books there. I'm not sure what else we're going to have on the table,
We're
but
gonna
there will
have
be
some
everybody's
free
books there.
resources
Okay.
available for you as well.
Okay.
We just want to make things available that could be helpful for you in your spiritual walk. And so we will have those things
Okay.
available. Also, one thing we didn't mention that's really important is our ministry time.
Yes.
So we're going to have time available for prayer and ministry. We actually have a prayer and ministry team that the Lord has brought together. Just beautiful ladies who love Jesus, and they're going to be available if anyone needs prayer or counseling. Anything at all, we are available.
Yes. So like I said, it's a time where we can get really real, but we're not just going to leave you hanging and send you home. We've got
Yes.
people there to pray with you and work through things and get you started on
Yes.
what God's got for you.
Right, and we can
Yeah.
also help you to make connections if that's needed for follow-up later. And in addition to that, you can reach out to any of the speakers.
Yes.
We are going to continue to be available to you afterwards.
Yes.
Finally, we just really want to encourage you guys to come out. Even if you don't know anyone, come out.
Oh, yes.
This is fellowship. This is, there's a whole lot of gals that aren't going to know anyone there that are going to show up.
Yep.
And they're going to feel loved and welcomed.
You're going to leave knowing a lot more people than you came. So,
Yes,
going to have a lot new
exactly.
friends.
Right,
Yeah.
yes. I was talking with one lady and she was saying that she's very private and she's going to come, but she's coming by herself. And that's okay too. If you want to sit in the back and just receive what the Lord has for you, or we're not going to put any
We promise not to put
pressure
anyone on
you.
the spot. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so we want to just kind of recap on what we've gone over.
What to expect.
Right.
Yeah.
So once again, it's the Sela Civic Center. It's October 15th, which is a Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can register on Facebook, or you can contact me on my website, and we'll add you to the list.
Yep.
And so what it's going to look like, if you want to know that a little bit in advance, is you're going to come in. We'll have a registration table. You can sign yourself in. You're going to find a seat. And then we're going to begin worshiping together. We'll have a time of worship, and then we'll have an opening or a welcome, and then we're going to move into speakers. And right before lunch, we'll have another session of worship we'll have a time of fellowship and eating together, breaking bread together. And when we come back, again, we'll have another time of worship. And then we'll move into the afternoon speakers. And then we're going to close with worship. And the prayer and ministry time is going to be interspersed in between that. But the main times are going to be right before lunch and right at the before we close for the day.
So all you have to do is show up, and God will do the rest, and we will do the rest with you. So, please come. Do not miss out on this. It's really going to be a great time and a great thing for women.
Yes, and don't let anything hold you back.
Yeah.
Don't let your fears or if you feel uncomfortable or anything else hold you back, because we know that that's what the enemy would like to happen. And we don't want to see you miss out.
Don't fall for it. Just show up. It's going to be good.
Yes, exactly.
Well, there you have it, ladies. What a blessing. Register today on their Facebook page. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you, and may God bless former President Trump for all that he's going through for this country. And may God bless America.